Guten Abend, mein Freund, and willkommen. I will be playing the Germans today. I'm joined by Herr Flax.
Hello, good afternoon. We're the British forces, of course.
Hosting this battle. Do you want to set the scene there?
Yeah, we designed a scenario today, loosely based on the movie The Eagle Has Landed.
1979.
A classic.
So in this scenario, the Germans are sneaking in to infiltrate Winston Churchill's secret escape route in the church. Lewis's mission is to get his officer into the church, and every turn he spends searching for the secret entrance gives a chance to immediately win the game. Perion's objective is to essentially kill the German officer before he can find Winston Churchill. And as soon as the officer is dead, Perion will win the game.
So we've got a sleepy village full of villagers.
We've got the constable, the vicar,
The useless constable.
the air raid chap.
We got the elderly couple, the vicar, and someone with the groundskeeper, that's right.
So there's so nosy neighbours and the local gossips, a classic population of a village. And the first stage is for the Germans who deployed over in the corner to infiltrate the village and not raise the alarm.
Exactly, they get to skulk around while the civilians walk around in sort of semi-random directions. They've got to duck and dive, sneak up, get as close as they can before the alarm is raised, at which point the local citizens militia, the volunteer defence force and the local hunting party will be the first line of defence to defend the secret escape tunnel that leads to Winston Churchill's private manor house.
Probably should have guarded it a little better. We didn't really think about
Well, that would have drawn too much attention.
That's true. Then people would know. It's not a secret anymore. Yeah.
So we're playing bolt action, and if you don't know how that works, every turn I take a dice out of this bag, and if I draw a grey dice, that means the Germans get to activate one of their units. And if I draw one of the green dice, that means the Brits get to activate one of their units. And we keep going like that until every unit has had one activation. It's German time.
All right, how far do I go?
You can walk 6 or you can run 12, but running troops are easier to spot than walking troops.
Indeed, you want to be sneaky.
We're running.
Oh, wowzers.
In this scenario, the Germans, they're dressed up as Polish paratroopers who've been evacuated to the UK.
Yeah.
And they're on manoeuvres in the countryside.
Okay.
The clueless members of Vormington-on-Sea, as they call this little town, they were all over the place.
They were. So I rolled a dice for each player, and whoever rolled the highest could choose which direction that civilian would move in. And I think almost every single time it went in Lewis's favour.
All but one.
Oh, the old couple out for their morning
couple out for a
constitutional.
Oh my lord.
Oh, 4 inches for the Germans.
You can move them 4 inches. I say, darling, I think I left my umbrella at home. Oh, dash it, we'll pop back and get it. The keen-eyed groundskeeper is still asleep, damn it.
Which way's he headed? 1 whole inch.
Back into the...
Let's climb over this wall. Good idea.
The old copper.
The policeman.
Oh, PC Flatfoot, he is walking off 5 inches.
He's heard something in completely the wrong direction.
Well, this is honestly, I'm sure this is about as much as sleepy people in 1940s English village would move.
This is the moment.
You're ready to pounce.
We're seizing the moment now. Everyone is in position.
This is the Schwerpunkt.
Every inch we can get now is valuable.
I think my lads have been drinking a bit of Schwerpunkt is the problem.
We actually managed to close quite far in.
You got so much closer.
In the church.
Yeah, it's before we were spotted by the nosy groundskeeper, wasn't it?
I think it was the groundskeeper, yeah.
You spotted them.
Oh! Peep, peep, peep!
Germans! The bloody Germans! How did they sneak up on us? It's impossible!
And as soon as the little beep, beep, beep whistle was blown, who sprang into action but the local citizens militia? So these are literally just any old random civilians who have taken sharpened sticks, cricket bats, knives, whatever they can find.
These are the local Rotary Club who were having a meeting in the church doing Rotary things, rotating in the church. And
That's what they do.
Yeah.
They call it spin class now in the modern day.
Yeah. And then the hunting party, the Shire Patrol.
The Shire Patrol, which is a bunch of like fox hunters and farmers with shotguns.
I thought they were hobbits, but yeah, sure.
You've got the Shire Support Team,
Okay.
which is an old World War I Lewis gun.
No relation.
They're in that building there.
We had the actual guys from Dad's army.
Oh, crikey. Well, these guys are ready to go. They've got their fatigues on and everything.
Yeah, well.
Yeah, these guys never take them off. They're full full-time part-timers.
Yes. I mean, this is what we were sold the idea of from Dad's army, was that every village had its own little local defence volunteers, its own little old men who were too old to enlist or were rejected on some grounds. And so they formed these kind of ragtag, kind of very charming...
The Home Guard, yeah.
The Home Guard, and they were sort of romanticised in a way, as, you know, because there was a real chance that the Germans were going to invade Britain.
Oh, yeah.
And these guys were seen as the last sort of ditch defence, you know, on the beaches.
There really was a push to have some kind of last defence. I think it's good for morale. If you just say, look, if the Germans get here, we're fucked. That's not really a good look. That's not Churchill, right there. He doesn't say, we shall not fight them on the beaches, we shall surrender in the landing grounds and in the fields.
We will surrender in the fields and on the hills, we'll surrender in the towns and the cities.
We will definitely surrender. Not a great speech.
And now that the alarm has been raised, they've been on the radio, they've alerted the nearby garrison, which will be sending squads as soon as possible, because obviously this citizens' militia will not be enough to hold the ground on their own. We've got 23 of Germany's finest elite paratroopers who should be able to cut through this rabble fairly easily.
That's the hope. And so unfortunately, at this exact moment, one of my squads of Germans were halfway through crossing this road in open ground. And it was just at that moment that the groundskeepers...
The Rotary Club.
Oh, sorry. It was
the Rotary Club exited the church.
The Rotary Club exited the church, saw them.
And they do what a Rotary Club always does, Lewis. They charged into battle.
Yes, this was not expected at all by Ben, me, or... I don't think Pyrian really even realised he was doing it.
I knew exactly what was going to happen. When I saw those lads on the road, and those lads came out of the church, I was like, turn one, charge. Even though this is a good position to be in, having melee weapons means this is our one chance to do some damage to Jerry.
Oh my God, he's going to leap the barricades.
So they're going to charge them.
The angry mob of townsfolk are just barrelling out of the church.
Well, they've just had a very, very good meeting. And point 3 on the agenda was, if we spot any Jerrys, we'll bloody have them.
And I guess that maybe is all they've seen.
Yeah, they come out, there's a bunch of Germans, they're like, ah!
That's them! Get them!
That's the German army!
Yeah, I guess you're not just going to sit behind a wall and wait to get shot, are you?
We're charging them.
You give a man a spear, what else do you expect him to do?
What's he going to do?
This is wild. This is wild. This is a wild... I did not see this play coming in a million years. This is why it's so fun to play with P-Flaps, you know what I mean? And also impossible to, like, plan.
Yeah.
Because the plays are just... Like, it's like what real people might actually do.
Oh, you were within 6 inches, which means you were so close, Lewis doesn't have time to react.
Boom.
I guess we were so stunned about this bunch of old folks with cricket bats.
Yeah! Charging with a garden hoe.
So when a unit shoots, it gets to roll as many dice as its weapon fires, 1 for a rifle, 2 for a submachine gun. The difficulty of the dice roll depends on how hard the target is to hit, behind a wall, far away, that kind of thing. And then when hit, they roll again to see if the target is killed, depending on how experienced that troop is. So veteran troops, harder to kill. Inexperienced troops, much easier to kill. Okay, so you roll for damage. So you've got, what, 11 lads there, I think?
I don't know what's going to happen.
4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10?
10. Okay, so grab 10 dice. You're obviously very inexperienced troops. You haven't really had a lot of training or experience, so you're going to need 5s and 6s to hit.
You're probably not even very good at cricket.
How dare you, sir? Oh my God.
Whoa.
That's 3.
3 hits?
It looked better than it was.
Yeah, the 4s got me.
Ooh. So 3 of the Germans have been caught, but have they been killed?
Right. So it's 5s and 6s.
5s and 6s to actually land a killing blow.
1.
Oh, he didn't like it up him.
He doesn't like it up him.
First guy was overwhelmed and clubbed to death. I think this is a citizen's arrest type situation, right? You guys thought you could walk out here and arrest the Germans, and of course they were shoving. You were shoving them. You were hitting them with the cricket bats.
You may have killed a couple, not a standard citizen's arrest, but you know.
And so a couple of them actually did die.
You get to counterattack now with 5 of your own lads. Now, Germans, these are best of the best. They've already landed in Crete and Malta. They've seen more than their fair share of action.
We've clubbed the Cretans, mauled the Maltese.
The Maltesers have suffered.
3s or more.
Yikes! That's 5 hits.
Oh, no. And then 3s or more to kill.
Oh, only 1.
1.
Oh my God! So what happens in assaults is whoever gets the most kills wins, and the loser is killed, is wiped out, they're routed. But obviously no one won this one because you both got 1 kill each. So that means round 2.
Round 2. Ding ding. Let's go.
One more.
One more.
Oh no. Another guy gets surrounded and clubbed to death.
So you got 4 attacks back. Hitting on 3s.
That's 2 or 3 more hits.
3. If you just kill 1, I'm fine with that. Oh,
3.
he's killed 3.
Oh, no. The militia take a couple of hits and then they back off. As soon as the scuffling started, and a few of them were killed, unfortunately, and they quickly got out of the way.
Yeah,
They didn't last
dealt
long.
with us.
Well, of course, the scuffle called
The shotgun lads
the
out.
shotgun lads and their dogs out.
We're going to give them point blank.
Oh my gosh, so what the Germans have just been clubbed to death. And so they're just recovering themselves. They're picking themselves up and walking across this road, and all these groundskeepers have turned up with their dogs and shotguns.
Okay, so they've got 2 shots each. Shotguns, both barrels.
So that's 16 shots.
3s to hit.
No Germans saw this coming.
10 hits.
So these guys sure do know how to hit the deck and avoid fire. So you do now need 5s to actually kill them.
Okay, 5s and up. That's 3.
Oh, there's one guy left. Does he run away?
Well, let's find out.
7.
No, he's fine.
Oh,
He's fearless. He's seen worse. He survived.
he survived the mortar. It was much worse than that.
There was, of course, also our lone heavy weapon in this engagement at this point, which is our Lewis gun with loader. And he was positioned on the pub. Lewis gun and those chaps.
Grandpa opens up.
Now, the thing about the Lewis gun, and the reason they stopped producing it, is that it can get stoppages quite easily. It's quite complicated internal engine.
Yeah.
So if you roll 2 1s on your 3 dice,
I roll 3 dice.
you roll 3 dice and it gets 3 shots.
And if I roll 2 1s...
2 1s, it's all jammed up.
It's not just jammed, it doesn't work at all. That was a glorious moment, actually. I really like the idea that they had this old museum piece that they just been keeping just in case.
It's been on the shelf for 20 years. He hasn't oiled it or maintained it in any way.
Let's not show them, son, watch this. Oh, bugger it.
Right, he has to spend the next time he activates.
Yeah.
He has to do nothing but clear the jam, and then the turn after that he can fire again.
Good for him, good for him.
So otherwise, my German squads moved up. I took the church with the machine gun as planned because it was empty at that point.
It's an excellent location for a machine gun to be mounted.
Machine gun set up in the
We
church.
can pop it like here.
All right. Well, these guys will shoot at the groundskeepers, I think.
Do they shoot past their mate?
Yeah, as long as they've got an inch fire corridor.
They can see enough.
They can see enough.
Yeah.
Some guys on either end. They'll be all right.
3 3s.
3 dead. So that was turn 1. A lot happened on turn 1.
It was very
business.
busy. But I was already in a great place.
Yeah, you got there so quickly.
At the top of turn 2, my machine gun was able to open fire on Dad's army.
That's terrifying. Yeah, I was very scared.
I'm sorry, Dad's army. We're going to open up on Captain Manning's patrol with
Captain
a machine
Mannering,
gun.
look out!
This does
Final episode of that sitcom, really.
It really took a dark turn, didn't it?
which I was obviously very unhappy to do, but I had to.
You're role playing.
See, they have armed. They are armed. They have weapons. Open fire!
They're in uniforms. They are enemy combatants.
Enemy troops. They are enemy troops. And so I opened fire with a machine gun.
Mr. Mannering, there's blood pouring out of Mr. Mannering's face. Very different show.
I still feel like they'd probably been shot at some point, in that show by some old fella with a machine gun.
It's not the same as paratroopers. It's a little bit different, isn't it?
It's a little bit.
Just hose them.
How many dice? 4 dice?
I think it's 6. Let me double check.
Good lord.
It's almost 1 for each of them. How pleasant. And you just don't shoot Godfrey, all right? Just don't
6.
shoot Godfrey. Here we go.
Sorry, lads. I've got 1 hit.
Ooh, they did hit the deck.
Okay. And it's a 5.
Oh, right, but one of your lads, I forget what his name is.
Godfrey.
He's a medic.
Yeah.
So if you can roll a dice and you can roll a 6, he has administered life-saving first aid.
Hop! Yeah!
Oh, he lives! Oh, you're not dying today, sir!
Mr. Mannering, he had like a whiskey bottle or something in his pocket.
It's got me, Pike. They got me. And Mr. Godfrey goes, excuse me a moment, sir, but it looks like it's been stopped by this whiskey bottle. Yes, of course, well, Godfrey. Back to work, you men.
So of course these guys, they're a bit of a jack of all trades squad. They
can do a lot.
They've got a bit of everything, and they return fire.
Oh, we can't be having that, sir, can we? Let's return fire with the lads.
You need 5 to kill.
Nope.
No kills, but it is a pin.
The next thing that happened was your groundskeepers, of course.
Yep.
Fresh from their, shotgun fire, we're in the middle of the road.
They were.
And they got caught in the open.
Then it'll be 3s to kill.
They're all dead.
Oh my god!
Literally all dead.
Just MP40.
So all that was left of the home defence force was the Dad's Army chaps and the jammed Lewis gun. Things were looking desperate. Just charge them. Be a man and do it. He needs to avenge his fallen comrades.
This man is... He's crazy. He's battle crazy. He's going for it. Oh! He saw red. He went straight for them.
They were, in his mind, not beloved British comedy characters.
No, they were just a squad of Brits armed to the teeth.
Yes.
And it was his job to seek revenge for his fallen comrades.
I baited you into my trap card. He gets 2 combat attacks because they don't like it up. They don't like it up, Mr. Battery.
I think that Dad's Army squad might be able to handle one crazy actual German.
Well, we'll see.
We'll see.
Because if you kill one and we don't kill you, they all run away.
He charged in. He speared one.
Yeah. He killed one. Wait,
hang on.
is he not a medic?
Oh, there's no medics in close combat.
Okay.
Is that a hit or a kill?
That's just a kill straight up.
Oh wow.
Assaults are brutal.
I'll just lay a lad down.
Oh my god, you're gonna have to decide which of the TV cast members of Dad's Army
Well, gosh.
is to die right now.
It's the Spiv. The Spiv is dead.
Oh.
The guy that was on the black market.
Right, with the cigarette.
No one really liked him. He was a bad soldier. He's out. So then I get 6 back, plus 1 because he gets 2 close range attacks.
Yes.
Because Jack Jones has got, I don't like the up.
6 and another 6.
And unfortunately he was bludgeoned or captured or tied up. Ah! Let me out! So otherwise my German squad's moved up. We're jumping in and we're going to shoot at you, I'm afraid. That man didn't... There was just a distraction, to take your eye off the real threat, which was the squad of regular German paratroopers bearing down on you.
Okay, 6 shots.
1.
Oh, no. Which beloved character is dying today?
This is tough. The Scottish lad, we're all doomed, he says as he goes down.
He takes a bullet. And that's it. That's the end of the turn, right?
So despite the fact that you were very much down to just the Home Guard who were injured, it wasn't over by a long shot.
Oh, no.
The call had gone out to the local barracks and the Brits started rolling in.
They've been dropped off by a bunch of trucks. 2
squads of regulars and a universal Bren carrier.
I got my officer into the church and was able to start rummaging around, trying to discover this secret passage.
Okay, roll dice. See if he's found the cupboards, the secret tunnel.
3.
Not yet. And the way it would work is every time Lewis had a rummage, he'd roll a dice. If you roll a 6, he'd find the secret passage to Winston Churchill's secret lair. From his point of view. But every time he failed to find it, next time he'd get a +1.
Just like the old mortar ranging rules.
Exactly. So it's a ticking clock. The Brits haven't got long to kick them out of the church before the game is up.
Can I get them in this building?
You can get them in the building.
Put chaps into that building!
On the double!
They're in here now. Let's try and put some more pin markers on that machine gun. Because I think that could be a problem.
Okay, so you got your sniper first. Now, snipers can pick their target, right?
The gunner?
So you can kill the gunner and disable the weapon permanently, and they'll just be 2
Can no
lads.
one else take over? We're going to shoot the gunner. If I kill him.
Because it represents that you've somehow disabled the weapon. You've gone straight through the...
Right. I shot through the end of the barrel. And it went and it exploded his face.
Well, that would have helped if you'd cleared it with a Lewis gun.
Well, yeah, that's true. And then I need to roll a 5 or 6.
5, yeah.
A 5!
Oh my god, wait, let me check his name. Sorry. He's got a name, that lad. Private Fraser.
Private Fraser?
He's the dead one. He was doomed.
Did you kill Private Fraser?
Well,
He was.
I didn't know he was the sniper. So he's fine.
It was a case of mistaken identity.
This is actually probably what happened in an episode.
It's the butcher.
There's a continuity error in the episode.
That was my bad.
You saw Fraser get shot and then he's back in the next scene.
I didn't think he was the sniper. That's my bad. I would not have taken the sniper off, obviously.
And then he's never seen again. They just shot the scenes in the wrong order.
Fraser got his eye, and at this point, Captain Manning, I got him right where I want him. Bang! Take the other machine guns out.
Goodbye,
Good
Fraser.
job, Fraser. The machine guns out, sir.
That's pretty heroic.
That was
stuff.
good.
I'm actually very impressed.
They've done jolly well.
With no machine gun nest, the Germans felt like they were on the back foot, and especially when the Bren carrier started driving down the road.
Yeah.
Yeah.
You can move to there.
Yep.
And shoot those Jerrys.
5 shots.
Uh-oh.
Oh, 2.
No stills.
It's a pin.
Clip, 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 clip. Down one!
The Germans were starting to take quite a lot of pins at this
A
point.
lot of pins. There weren't many kills because these chaps are hard to kill. You need 5s and 6s to kill them. So these are hardened troops. Hard to rattle them. They can shrug off minor injuries, and they're very good at taking cover and quick reactions. So we were able to chuck a couple of pins around, but again, they're all near an officer and they're tough lads, so it was very hard to stop them acting.
Yeah, so they went on ambush, because they knew some troops were coming.
Yeah. We'll get a squad into the woods there.
Does that count as a ambush?
Yeah, you can shoot at them as they turn up through the trees.
Took them by surprise.
Oh, 2 Tommies.
And I was holding off. I was delaying. I was wasting time because my machine gun was obviously out. But I sort of just tried to activate these guys anyway to buy some time. And eventually, I knew what was coming.
Yeah.
Some British troops.
British squads brought 2
regulars.
squads in on this flank, and every time they move forward, they get hosed from the churchyard. It was rough.
Yeah. So I killed three soldiers out of that squad, and I killed 1 soldier out of that squad.
Yeah.
And it was looking pretty good actually. I was feeling confident going into the next round that I was going to be able to hold pretty confidently because I had a full squad of SMG lads, I had a full squad of riflemen, and I had, my officer was starting to rummage around.
He was rummaging.
Yeah, it's only a matter of time.
Could these lads move into this woods and shoot? Or is that their whole turn?
No, that's allowed.
Right, and we're going to shoot these lads.
And then 5s to kill.
Come on, baby, let's go.
Oh!
Whoa! 5 kills!
5 kills!
9! I need 9!
There's only 6 of them in the squad.
Jesus!
Do I need to roll leadership to see if they run away?
Yes, you
Yes.
4.
No, they love it. They're going to hold to the last. This is a priority mission.
Okay.
These men have been chosen, hand-picked, for a suicide mission into the British hinterland to kill Winston Churchill. Churchill! Churchill! We will kill you, Churchill!
It was some of the most amazing rifle fire I've ever seen.
It was like 5s and 6s up the arse. It was ridiculous.
That was the regular troops putting the home guard to shame, showing them how it's done.
This is how it's done. So yeah, that was a lot of kills. That opened up the churchyard.
Yeah, that was really scary because that left only 1 guy with a Panzerfaust remaining on that front. At the same time, the Bren moved up the road.
Perhaps in Panzerfaust range, but we don't care about the Panzerfaust. It's useless.
You don't even know it exists yet, I guess.
Yeah, that's true. We are unaware. We're just like, close in on those Jerrys.
The other thing that happened actually was you got an additional reinforcement this turn. All right, give me a dice. Give me a German dice. So excited.
No, more Brits.
We're bringing on reinforcements. Where's my box?
Down there. So the longer the game goes on, the more reinforcements Pyrian gets. And he could have chosen anything. Ben said you can bring in a tank, you can bring in anything you want. But what did you pick?
I brought another bunch of the Rotary Club from the neighbouring town. a neighbouring village has heard that we're under attack.
The Bren carrier was driving through the village and was like, there's trouble in the next village over.
Anyone with a stick or a cricket bat, follow me.
So there's a mechanic where you can have these militia troops who you don't know how strong they are until they, are suddenly tested by combat. Yeah. So they could have been, fit young footballers, cricket team members, or they could have been, hopeless old farts. It turns out that this group,
they were the latter.
Were useless.
1 dice, right?
It's 1 dice.
A 1.
Oh no!
Here a 1.
Okay, let me check exactly what that
They're
means.
all very overweight.
They're not your
They
best
enjoy their
troops.
sticky toffee pudding and their lamb Sunday roast.
They thought they were coming for a Rotary Club meeting.
Right, that's why they're here.
They just happened
They weren't
to, like,
here for the
carrying
war.
melee weapons. No, they didn't realise Germans were in town.
They receive D6 additional pin markers.
God. That would be 6
Oh my god!
additional pin markers, Ben.
up
6
again.
pins, they just all lay down. Oh, what were you thinking?
You've still got the officer.
Oh, the officer.
So you can have a rummage.
Rummage.
Rummage!
We might be able to find the documents.
That would be the end of the game.
What do I need?
6.
I got 3.
Oh, not today. Keep searching.
Still looking.
Try looking behind the paintings.
Oh,
Is it getting easier?
don't tell him.
Is it not supposed to get easier? Am I not supposed to be on a 5 this time?
Yeah. Well, I meant a 6, but plus 1 per attempt.
Right, so now I need a 4 next turn.
Yeah.
Okay, it's getting easier. Obviously, I'd lost my one front, but I had obviously forgotten that Dad's army was still a thing.
And absolutely fearless in battle. And fearsome.
Well, you had no one else.
That's it. We were literally 1 dice roll away from losing the game. So they charged the wall. Right, chaps, we've got no choice. They've almost found the vicar's secret diary.
So 5 lads, but you get an extra 1 for Mannering's pistol.
Yeah.
And you get another 1 for Pike's Thompson.
No, it's because he jabs them.
Oh, well, that's the other guy, Jones. Corporal Jones gets
Jones
the extra
is
jab.
dead.
Oh, you don't get the extra jab then.
Okay.
Jonesy?
Jones.
Oh, Jonesy's dead.
Jones is dead. So we get
This is when you need him.
1 for the pistol and 1 for
Don't
the
like it up.
SMG.
Put it back in. Switch it back in for Fraser.
No. Does
I like the idea that none of them are dead, but they just switch out
Okay.
when
You get
it's
the one that you
convenient.
need.
As I need them, so Jones finds his way back in. Continuity error. That's an extra dice.
So you only had 5 left, but the rotating cast of we weren't quite sure which ones had been injured along the way.
So depending on what I needed at any given time, I'd rotate that cast member in. It's just good editing. It's just good editing.
Yeah, I think so.
So that's 8 dice. And I need to just kill more than...
You need 4s. You just need 1, 4 or more.
Well, we got him 5 times.
Oh my god, he has just been repeatedly stabbed and shot.
Crikey.
So that's a dead Jerry.
Yeah,
Right.
you can move another D6 inches as well after winning that assault.
That's all.
Although they get over the wall.
We can hop over the wall.
They're into the
Just a sec.
churchyard.
So they are elderly. Let's give them a break here. We are into the churchyard. That's true. We'd set ourselves up for a chance to win on the next turn.
Yeah.
Not a good one,
You have.
but a chance to win.
So we're going into what could be potentially the final turn. I'm getting pretty close to finding the documents.
Yep.
You know, and if I get a German dice, I'm probably going to search and 4+.
You could just win the game there and there at the start of the new
In
turn.
we are.
Yeah, it was a
Churchill's
vital.
grabbed, smuggled off, put in the midget submarine, back to Germany.
Squeezed it.
Well, he won't fit in a midget submarine. You've got a full-sized U-boat.
Okay, well, whatever we need, we're getting him. We're getting him. So,
But on the flip side, if Pyrian gets his dice out of the bag first, Dad's army get a chance to apprehend this...
Oberleutnant von Steiner, I think you called him.
That's right, Hauptmann von
Hauptmann
Stein.
von Steiner, yeah.
So this is it. This is the final draw. And as I reached into the bag,
It's a British dice.
the Brits
Don't now, chaps.
are they going in again?
In charge of the officer.
Dad's army sees the initiative before he can make his final search of the church.
Captain Mannering is too good an officer. And we did something crazy. We just charged the church with the Dad's army, lads. This is it.
We've got 4 Germans in the
This
building.
is it.
is this really what's happening?
What else is there? I can't charge anyone else in.
This is like a movie moment.
Yes.
There's no one else. You 5 are gonna have to go in.
It's us or nothing.
You
That's all.
5 to 7.
Throw down your weapons, Jerry. We have you partially surrounded.
So we get 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7 dice.
I don't think Godfrey gets a dice.
Who? Sorry, do you mean Fraser? I think it's 8 dice that we get. Because it's 5 lads and 3 of them get +1 dice.
Do you know what? Sure, I'll give you 8 dice.
Yeah,
5.
that's 5 kills.
5 kills? Oh my god!
Is that it?
That's it, that's the game!
No, it's not even it.
It is. That's the game over.
They're Stone Cold Killers.
This movie turned into John Wick at the end.
It did.
I imagine it a bit like Home Alone, right? Like the Germans are looking under a rug, and Fraser comes in and clocks one on the head with a bottle or something.
All that stuff they store for the village fete every year that's like up in the rafters, that all collapses down on the Germans and like covers them in canvas.
The rolls down the stairs.
Yeah, Godfrey cuts the rope for the bell and it clongs down on someone.
The officer is trapped under the bell.
Yeah.
That's the end of the movie.
Oh! Bong, 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 bong.
Well, look, I hope you enjoyed our little game. It was good fun, wasn't it?
It was good stuff.
My gosh.
Really good.
We loved it.
And love the models.
We're going to struggle to top this, I think.
We'll find a way. We'll find a way.
We'll find a way. Well, thank you for joining us. Thank you, P-Flax. Thank you, Ben, for running this custom scenario.
You're welcome.
Well.
I'm glad you guys had fun.
We did.
It was brilliant.
It's good.
I loved it. We'll see you next time.
Bye-bye.
Bye.
Stay safe. These shores will be made out into the future. We will never surrender. We will fight for what is out and keep those damn Germans out.
It's like he's in the room.
Shivers. Inspired.